Hello, guys. Sorry, I'm playing with the camera here. There we go. That's too low. There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. All right. It is for the like and share tarot readings. Forgive my frumpy appearance today. I had some internet issues this morning, so I spent some time on the phone, dropping stuff everywhere. I spent some time on the phone with Shaw this morning, and I didn't have any time to do the hair. So here we go. I don't think you guys care. As long as we get some good messages, and I think we're going to get some good messages today, you guys, because there is some energy. As I'm saying that, there's some energy in the world. Look at what we have on the bottom. We have the Tower card. Okay, so if you're wondering who's this crazy lady on my screen throwing cards across her house, my name's Tracy Horseman. I'm a psychic medium. I communicate with people who've passed away, and I'm also a spiritual intuitive, which means I can interpret the non-physical or vibrational languages that are going on all around us. And tarot cards are kind of a vibrational form of language. Cards are like if you think about each card as like a different word and what they represent, and when you put them all together, it gives us a big picture. And it's kind of our non-physical friends' way of being able to bring us some synchronicity and cooperative incidences. That's what coincidence means, actually. They utilize that vibrational language to bring us the messages that we're asking for. So during the week, I have a show for my members where I pass on live messages from Spirit every Tuesday and Saturday. And if you watch those live readings, you like them, you share them, and then you comment on them, liked and shared, then your name goes on this list today, and I will pull a card for you and try to answer the questions. Please keep in mind that most of you, I don't know what your questions are. All I saw was your name and liked and shared. So Spirit knows your questions. So try to keep your questions more yes and no. That way I can kind of be able to judge how to interpret the card a little bit better for you. I was told today by my guide that I'm not supposed to use the reverse meanings today. I don't know why. Usually I do. I'm still gonna, I think, take note of them just in case, but I was told specifically we are not using the reversals today. So that's interesting. I'm not sure why. But that's okay. So if you have liked, shared, commented, liked, and shared on any of those previous videos, then your name is here. And if you want me to pull a card for you, I am here every Tuesday. I go back and I just write down all the names of the people who liked and shared my video. It's an exchange of energy. It's a way of me being able to give back to all of you who help and support me every single day. Okay, so we're just going to jump right in, you guys. Like, the cards are flying. I don't know if you guys can see that. I've been trying to play with them a little bit here while I've been talking because I didn't get much time this morning to shuffle them and get the energies moving here. So I usually do because I know you guys don't want to see that, right? So, all right. So hold on a second. Here we go. And I'm starting, just in case I didn't say that already, I'm starting with Chris Mooy. Now, Chris, last week, for whatever reason, I skipped right over his name. I did not mean to. I think I wrote it down in the comments, but see the hair color, right, Chris? Things happen sometimes. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time. I just want to say that you did send me a detailed description of just some challenges that are going on in your world. So I'm very, very aware of that. And I think I'm just going to ask... I'm going to see what the universe pulls out for you. We'll see. We'll do a couple of more cards than just one to get some more clarification. But have your questions kind of in the back of your mind. I know you're looking for guidance and clarity and whatnot. So here we go. Spirit, what can you tell Chris right now? What can you tell Chris right now? What insight, guidance, clarity and wisdom can you give to Chris? Chris, you know what's interesting? I've seen this for a few people recently. And remember, God said we're not reading the reverses, but this didn't even come up reversed at all anyway. This is the King of Pentacles. He is a really great card. He indicates it could be you. It could be somebody that you are involved with. I'm going to pull another card from this, but I think this is your capability. This is who you are. See, I read a lot of emails today, but I'm pretty sure what you said is that you're feeling a little bit stuck in the areas that you were in and you're not sure where to go. And that fits with this card because this tells me that you have everything you need to push you in another direction. Hold on a second. I want to read this. Honest, straightforward, trustworthy, and incredibly solid, generous, wise in worldly ways, enjoys life, home, work. See, enjoying the fruits of your labor. Yeah, see, this shows what I'm getting from this is this who you are. And you just want to be able to be who you are, right? How many of us have been feeling that in this world recently? You know, I know who I am and I would just love to be who I am, but there's too many controls in our society that don't allow us to be who we are. We're kind of living in like a debt slave society, right? We don't have time to do the things that fill us up and make our cup runneth over. We're too busy doing the things that we have to do. Well, let me prove to you right now, as I'm doing what I love to do, that the more you focus on what you love to do, the more God will provide the platform that you can help other people doing what you love to do. So hold on. I'm just going to get another clarifier here. These ones are coming out. Yeah. See, you got a calling here. The Judgment is a calling card, and the Tower card, feeling defensive. Wow, now they're telling. See, this is exactly what I've been just saying here, Chris. I love this for you. I almost just got chills. It's every single thing that I just said. You got the Eight of Swords. This is the card of restriction. This is part of someone. You see how she's like tied up. She's got a blindfold on. There's swords all around her. She feels restricted. However, look at the feet. There's nothing on her feet. She could wiggle out of there. She could find her way out of there. She could, she's got to get her mind around it. She's got to focus more on, I can get out of here, than I'm stuck. So long as she's saying, I'm stuck, then she's stuck. If she says, you know what, my freaking feet aren't stuck. I can do this. I can figure this out. If she can remember that this is who she is, this solid, trustworthy, honest guy, standing up for your beliefs. See how he's like, not at war. I'm going to read my God book definition of this card just to make sure I'm not missing something. But he's defending himself. He's standing up for this, but he's winning. You got to understand. He's got one wand and he's keeping the rest at bay. That's an indication of feeling, I just feel pressures coming at me from this, from all of this restriction and all of this pressure that's coming at you and for this calling. And then bam! The tarot card indicates something happening, something pushing you outside of your comfort zone. You will often see this type of card, this card often comes up when we know there's something that needed to be removed or changed in our life, but we have refused to kind of take the power in that, take initiative in that. It's kind of when it's like if you're in an abusive relationship for like 10 years or something, and then all of a sudden that person something happens and then they're removed from your life in some way, shape, or form. That's a Tower moment. This is happening for you, not to you. It's for you. It's to remove somebody from your life that is not, or something. Doesn't have to be somebody. Please don't think that I'm saying somebody from your life has to go. Somebody or something. And honestly, I think it's just the restriction. It's just this idea that you have to fight for everything. You got to let go of that. And you got to remember that you have a calling to be this guy. You have something. You have some talents. You have some skills. You have some ability to lead. I got to tell you, this is also a leader. The world needs people right now. They need leaders right now. They need people that are not afraid to stand up and do what's right and follow their heart and not their fear. So don't choose to think about, my advice for you, hun, is I know there's been a lot of changes in your world, but those are clearing the way for you to move in a direction that has more happiness, joy, connection, and purpose than you have ever felt before. That's what the Judgment card is talking about. It's that calling, right? And being judged for who you really are. And the Seven of Wands kind of gives me the impression that you've been, having to stand up for yourself. You've been having to, I understand that energy better than I can explain it, to be honest with you. It's almost like people see you a certain way and that's not who you really are. And you just want the world to see who you really are. You just want a moment to be able to show the world who you really are. Well, I'm going to pull one more card, but I'm pretty sure you need to get excited because that moment's coming up. That's coming up for a lot of us right now. See? Ace of Swords cuts through all obstacles, cuts through everything. So long as you believe you're stuck, then the universe will keep sending you things to keep you stuck. If you believe that God's got your back and that he's sending you the way out, you will see the way out. You can't see it before. You got to pray first. You're not stuck, my friend. You are being divinely guided. We all are. All right. I hope that helps, hon. I hope that helps. Okay, Kristy. Kristy Snyder. Here we go, Kristy. All right. Spirit. What answers, insight, almost insight, guidance, and clarity can you bring to Kristy's question? Wow. Wow, Kristy. I say wow because we got one of the cards that was just out. I'm trying to figure out how to read this card because this. I felt these cards when they came out. I'll tell you that because yes, you have the King of Pentacles, the same card we just did. This is I'm going to read his whole thing because I really want to know how it relates to this. I don't know if you're in some kind of relationship or what the heck this is, but this is the ending card, okay? This is the done like dinner. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Stick 10 knives or 10 swords in me, I'm done. It's actually a good omen because it means that there's no more going back. It's as done as it can get. So now there's only room to go forward, right? But you have this guy here. So I'm not sure if that is there reminding you that you have everything that you need right now to be, like I said, let me just take a quick look again in my God download book here. Okay. Coach, teacher, trusted figure. Oh, that's popping out at me. Producing wonderful work that serves the community. Interesting. I don't know. It's almost like this is who you see yourself. I don't know. There's a trusted teacher, community, something. I don't know what this means, Kristy, but I got to tell you, because I don't know what your question is, but my medium psychic insights are going, they're screaming at me. I just get that there's somebody that you trusted and there's something around that's ending, that is done, that you can't go in that direction. But there is somebody that's here ready to help you that is in a government or not a government. No, not government. In a community is the word I wanted to use. Or I don't know how to explain that. I got to look up at that. I still feel like I'm missing something. I've looked at this thing 3 times. This is where I like to know your questions because I'm that picky. I'm OCD a little bit. Feeling, feeding, saving, or protecting others. That's what I'm missing. That's what I'm missing. It's an extraordinarily protective feeling around somebody who's going through some kind of ending. I'm going to pull one more card because I just feel like that's a cliffhanger. What? Give me a clarity on that. What are you saying here? What are you saying? It's saying, remember who you are. This is the card of independence. This is the card, the Nine of Pentacles means someone who's independent, self-sufficient, abundance, wealthy, comfort, enjoying the fruits of your labor, remembering who the beep you are. I have that on my wall, actually. Remember who the heck you are. Because then you will have the ability. I feel like you're trying to help someone or something and it's come to an end and you really have to learn to rely on yourself. There's pentacles here. It's around money. If this is a job, let it go. You're going to be your own boss or something like that. I don't know what it means. It means stop looking in this direction for happiness, because you have a King of Pentacles and a Nine of Pentacles here. You have a lot of money trying to come in your world, and you have help and people that want to do it at the same time as you being very independent along the way. But you have to let this go, whatever that is. That's my best interpretation of that. I hope that helps. Okay, who's next? I keep putting the darn lid back on this. Here we go. Sorry if I keep wiggling this to you guys. You know what? I'm getting a professional studio in a few months. My THM center is being built. So this whole unprofessional inconvenience is going to be done. I'm so excited. I'm singing. I'm not excited. Okay. Kimberly Paul. Oh, my friend Kim. My friend Kim. My friend Kim. All right, Spirit. All right, God. What insight, clarity, wisdom. I can hear you laughing, Kim. You know what? I literally just heard your laugh in my ear. And I haven't even talked to you in years. That's your vibration I felt so strongly. Okay, let me try this again. It threw me off. Spirit, God. What insights, clarity, wisdom, and answers can you give to Kim? What insight, clarity, answers, and wisdom can you give to Kim? Insight, clarity, wisdom, and answers to Kim. Holy. Focus on your question for me, Kim. What's your question? See, there we go. See, sometimes you just got to work with me. It's not upset. Well, we're not taking reversals, but this is the card of feeling left out in the cold. It's feeling like you've been down a long battle. See, you and I have been friends a long time. This is a very fitting card. You've been through a lot. And it's time that you need to start looking right here. You see this? There's lights shining up there. There's help in the background, but those people are too sad and tired and sore to be looking for the help. This, I also want to, I do have to note that it was reversed. Like I said, I'm not going to pay too much attention to that, but I do have to note because that kind of shows me the momentum way that you're kind of going with it. And reverse shows that you're breaking free of that energy. You're starting to see that there is help there. You're starting to see, I think, that you can get yourself moving forward. I just want one more. I don't know what your question was. The answer to that, yeah, see, there's some murkiness here. Oh, hon, here we go. I love this for you. Yeah, see, that explains it perfectly. And you know what's interesting is another one just turned over by itself on my table. So you've been dealing with some theft, lies, and dishonesty in your past. I know. Understatement of the year. That's why it's hilarious that this card comes up. All right. And then I want you to see this, sweetheart, okay? You're going to love this. You're going to love this. What is that? What does that say? Can you read that? I know it's all glary. That, my friend, is the justice card. You have some justice coming your way. You need to start thinking about that and celebrating that and opening your heart again, learning to let love in again. Because you have this one. This is one of the best money cards in the pack. This is not just a money card, though, hun. It's an inheritance. It's a family card. This is the card of taking your friends and family with you. This is a card of being wealthy and in more ways than one, not just with pentacles, but with family and community and all of that kind of stuff. This shows me that what is coming up right away for you, hun, is you're going to bust through this lies and deception and injustice. You're going to get some justice. You're going to open your heart and you're going to have wealth and abundance all around you, which no one deserves more than you, sweetie. No one deserves. But the only way that you get there is by stop telling yourself that you've been left out in the cold, that everybody else gets success but you, because that's not true. What you have to start doing is saying, God, show me how to get to my success. Show me how to get to that area or to where I want to go. too many of us oftentimes are saying, I don't like this. This sucks. I don't like what I'm going through and blah. And we talk about it and that just creates more of it. We got to talk and think about where we want to go, right? Someone just asked me something. Sorry, I'm blind. Diana, was I skipped? I don't think you were skipped, honey. See, the way that you get your name put on here is that you have to write like and share. You have to like, share, and then comment liked and shared on my Members Lives videos from the previous week or on the notifications for the videos from the previous week. If you've written it just on today's, then I haven't seen it. I will write your name down. It'll be on next week's video, but it's not on today's because this is for all the people from the last week. And if your name is something obscure, like I know some people have different YouTube names. That reminds me to point that out. You have to write what your name is in the comment because otherwise it's just like a bunch of numbers like J12345, this is your question. And that's too complicated for me. So if you write down your name, if you have one of those accounts and you write, hi, my name's J Smith and liked and shared, then I will write your name down and your name will be in my list. So all I do every morning is I get up and I go through all the week's announcements and I write down everybody who liked and shared the video and then your name is here. So I hope that helped. Okay, next we are going to Joy Bigtobacco. Madeline, I believe that's you. Okay, so Madeline, was it you that has tried to get a hold of me recently? I don't know if it was you. Somebody did. Maybe it wasn't you. As I'm saying this, I don't know if it's you. Anyway, if there's any of you that have been trying to get a hold of me recently and you haven't been able to, please understand that I got so backed up on my emails and my messages and stuff. All of a sudden, you guys just started coming at me so quick. So my sister, my beautiful, amazing sister, is helping me again. And your questions and answers will be answered quickly now. Your questions and emails will be answered quickly. Bing, see, God agrees. That's a synchronicity. That shows that he agrees. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to say Madeline because I'm pretty sure that this is what your real name is. And Joy just throws me off of your vibration. Okay, honey. So Spirit, what? Goodness, hon, breathe for me. Breathe for me. I've read for you before. I can feel your energy. I don't know what that is, but just take a deep breath, hon. All right, Spirit. What answers, clarity, wisdom, and insight can you give to Madeline or Joy? Answers, clarity, wisdom, insight can you give to Joy / Madeline? Answers, clarity, wisdom, and insight. Answers. Fast moving energy. The Chariot is very fast moving energy. It's a successful energy. You see, he's celebrating. It can indicate, it indicates success, but movement at the same time. Like what's the word I'm looking for? Momentum. That's the word I'm looking for. It shows that you're moving fast, very forward. That's basically a yes, as very big yes, and a faster than you think is what I would say. Confidence. Beginning, launching, focus, driving forward with action and energy. Action. It is literally the car of the tarot. I don't know what your question is, hon, but I don't even have to pick another card for you because that says yes. That says take action and do it. Push yourself forward. Go forward. That's what that card means. So interesting. I don't know what your question was, but I hope that helps. That's a good answer. Unless, well, no, let's not go down that path. It's a good answer. Okay, Cathy Fachini. Cathy, good morning, honey. Breaths for me. All right. Spirit, what answers, clarity, wisdom, and insight can you give for Cathy? Answers, clarity, insight, and wisdom can you give to Cathy's question? Answers, clarity, insight, wisdom. For Cathy's question. Woo! Oh, Cathy, I don't know if I can take all those. I think they just meant these two. They fell out by themselves. Oh, this matches the vibration that I was picking up when I pulled them, though, hun. Again, we have the Eight of Swords. This lady, again, feels, I say again because this card's come up a couple of times today, which is not surprising because a lot of us are feeling this today. And at this point in the world, there's a feeling of being restricted. She's tied up. She's blindfolded. She's strapped to that sword. She's, I'm sure, all up in her head thinking, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. But guess what? Feet aren't stuck. She's not really stuck. She just has to think more about how she's going to get out of it than thinking about being stuck. And she would easily be able to wiggle her way out of that. This is a card showing that, yes, you have some obstacles in front of you. It's not like it's an easy cakewalk or anything. You're not imagining the struggle, but you are overlooking the fact that you are not 1000% stuck. You just have to give it some time. This is the card of waiting patiently when we don't want to wait, right? That Hanged Man energy. The thing about it is that it's like he's hanging upside down, but look at, he's got a little bit of a smile on his face and a little bit of a halo around his head. That shows him that shows that, yes, he has to wait in an awkward position maybe for a little while, but he's got faith, hon. Have faith. Stop seeing yourself as restricted and start seeing yourself as waiting. And I promise you're going to raise that vibration. I don't know what your question was, but sometimes, you guys, we can't get from being stuck to joy, right? You have to take some little baby steps on the way there. So you go from being stuck to, okay, fine, I'm just waiting, to, oh, now I'm expecting, now I'm knowing, and now I'm having. That's kind of how it works. So move from being stuck to being waiting, because something good is about to happen. I hope that helps. Okay, Cheryl Wollen. Cheryl Wollen. Cheryl. You know what's interesting, Cheryl? I don't know what it means, but I am medium first, tarot card second, and I hear a baby cry around you when I say your name. Interesting. Okay, Spirit, what answers? That one flew out. I didn't even have to try. Oh, I'm going to ask for a clarifier, though. I don't know what your question is, but this is the heartbreak card. This shows that I definitely need a validator on that, because I just heard in my head that's not the whole story. That's the last chapter. See? And now, boom. Yeah, that's exactly. So that makes perfect sense with the cards that came out, because this was the heartbreak card. And then you get the Fool card, which doesn't mean fool. Please don't think that. The Fool means a brand new chapter, new beginning, stepping out, feeling free. It's the very first card of the tarot. It's the absolute new beginnings. It comes with a sense of freedom and joy. And what's interesting, I don't know how old you are, so if you're above baby age or you don't want kids, please don't shoot the messenger. But I don't know. It could be kids around you, it could be grandchildren, could be children. But I'm feeling, maybe it just symbolizes, I got to turn that off. Sorry, guys. Maybe it just symbolizes new life. Maybe it just symbolizes new beginnings or abundance or something like that. I'm not sure. But I do know for sure that don't look at the heartbreak. Look at, there's a new beginning. This is a new beginning. We have to let the old go so that we can embrace the new. I have a saying I tell people all the time. Life is like a cup. As long as you're alive, your cup is always full. But the question is, what is it full of? Is it full of piss or is it full of lemonade? And the thing with most people is that they have a cup of piss and they're all upset that they don't want this cup of piss. They want the lemonade that they see all their friends having. But when you tell them, okay, dump out your piss so that I can give you lemonade, they only want to dump out some of it because they don't want to have nothing in their cup. They just, no, that's scary. I need to have something in my cup. So I'm not going to dump out all the things that I know is piss. Just only some of them. Give me the lemonade first. So, okay, you dump out some of that piss. You dumped out half of it, and now I'm going to pour half of it of lemonade in there. Now you got pissy lemonade. What are you going to do with that? So if you want good things in your life, you have to be willing to get rid of the old. And when you do, you produce new beginnings in your world that you never saw coming. So really strong that is coming in. There's a birth of something. If this is not a child, there's a birth of something that's trying to come into your world, hun. Let go of the old and embrace the new. All right, Charlene Valvasori Johnson. Charlene Johnson. Spirit. God, what answers, clarity, wisdom, guidance can you give to Charlene? Answers, clarity, insight, wisdom. Woo! Did you see that one fly? Oh, Charlene. Love, love, love. I don't know if you're single. This is some type of romantic offer. This is romance. If you are single, this is romance. This is things heating up. This is love entering your world. I just heard, I don't think she sees that coming either. This sometimes, he really does represent an offer. And look at another one just fell out. Oh my gosh, Charlene. Do you see this? This is one of my favorite cards in the pack because this is pleasure, happiness, joy, parties, reunions. This is the wishes fulfilled card of the tarot. And you have the lover coming in, new offer, romantic opportunities coming in. I don't know what your question is, but I sure want to live in your world, hun, because that's looking pretty fun. I hope that helps. I don't really need to say too much about that. That's pretty straightforward. If that, just so you know, if that's career, then that means you're going to love this job and it's going to be like your wish coming true. If it's relationship, your wishes are coming true. That's all that means. Okay, Kim Tansley. Here we go. And I got daddy's hands in my head. Interesting. Okay, Kim Tansley. Kim Tansley. Spirit. What? Insight, guidance, wisdom, and clarity. Kim. The Two of Wands is somebody who knows that he has the world in his hands right now. And as happy as he is where he is, he knows there's something even better still coming. It's a card of contentment. This is a really good card. This shows that I feel like you are in the midst of some kind of project. You're in the midst of some kind of goal that you're moving towards. But this shows that you have happiness where you are right now. You see, he's got the world in his hands. But he's still standing by that shore, waiting for something, watching, knowing something is coming in his world. So this indicates that maybe you don't quite have whatever it is that you are asking for, but it's on its way. You know it's on its way. So it's just enjoy where you are right now. Whatever you asked about, whatever your question was about, it is absolutely on its way. I hope that helps. Okay, next we have Donna Robitaille. Some of them, in case you're wondering why I didn't spend too much time on that, some of them are just very specific, right? Like how do you clarify that? It says everything that it needs to say. And now I forget who I'm reading for. Okay, Donna Robitaille. Sorry, Donna. I know I've read for you before because that was overwhelming. I just had this bunch of people try to take over my thoughts. We're not doing medium readings right now, guys. We're doing tarot readings. Help Donna answer her question. Spirit, God, what answers, clarity, and wisdom can you give to Donna for her question? Answers, clarity, and wisdom can you give? Woo, 2. Isn't that interesting? And I don't know if you guys saw them fly like this. First, you got to leave behind that which is making you sad. This is the card of leaving behind. This is the card of loss. This is the card of looking in another direction for your happiness. And what I love about that, and see, it's the Cups card as well, which also indicates emotion. So if this is relationship, job, whatever it is, it's something you are absolutely emotionally invested in. You need to walk away from because it's time to that direction. Woo, now I'm throwing it still. That you got to look in another direction for happiness. That direction that you were going is not going to bring happiness. And I think you know that. But because see, the reason why some things try to push you out of that comfort zone so hard is because you got this guy. We just had this guy in the reading before, right? This is a lover. This is somebody that's trying to come in. This is somebody this is an opportunity or something that touches your heart that is going to make you jump for joy. Look in another direction for happiness and wait for your opportunity to come in. It's really, and just so you know, as I'm saying that, I heard almost instantaneously. The other thing I want you guys to keep in mind is that in the old world, so like last year even, the lag time, stay with me here, between the vibrational creation. Now remember, everything gets created vibrationally first. This pen was a thought before it was a physical manifestation. It was a thought, it was an idea, it was speech, it was a lot of things vibrationally before it became a pen, physically. You have so much loved ones around you, hun. It's hard to keep my thoughts straight. Woo! So what it's saying is that you've got to create that in your world moving forward. That vibrational reality. So start telling yourself, this is happening for me because something else is coming into my world. Something better is coming into my world. And the second that you start vibrationally connecting the dots in that way forward, it starts coming in very quick. That's what I was talking about, the lag time. See, before there was almost like there was this lag time between how long it took between the vibrational creation to the physical creation. There was a bit of a much bigger lag time. That has shortened right now for a number of reasons, which if I went over would A, take up too much time, and B, make you think I was. But let's just say that the grid around the world that held our consciousness to a certain paradigm has been released. And as those negative forces are being cleaned up, the good forces are being able to come in and help us a lot faster than they ever were before. So as you vibrationally create your world here, it appears so much faster. So keep that in mind. Start telling yourself a different story. I got to make a meme about this. People got to learn to spin their story differently. There's always a new way to tell your story. You can go and tell the story about how horrible life is and how much it sucks and how hard your life is, and you're just going to create more of it. Trust me, I know I did for 30 years. However, you can tell the story about how, oh, this all happened because I'm going to move into this, and that was training for this, and I know God's helping me, he's guiding me, and blah, 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 whatever it is that you say. If you respin it, I can't even describe to you the magic that starts coming into your world when you respin it. It just is absolute magic. To the point that my THM center is getting built. That's magic. I don't even know how to explain it. That's just absolute magic. Okay, here we go. Wendy, I'm coming to you. Wendy. Spirit. Ooh, I didn't even have to ask much, Wendy. Oh, I love this, Wendy. I don't know what your question is, but this feels so good for you. This feels like a huge elevation in your vibration. I know that you've had a lot of stress and you've had some deaths in your family recently. And I know that your vibration has felt really stuck when I've talked to you a couple of times. This Page of Pentacles is the learning card. It's the new skill. It's a new project. It's something that gets you motivated, inspired, thinking outside the box again. It's kind of a culmination of what I was saying to the person before. So if you just jumped on to find your name and didn't listen to the reading before, go back and listen, because there is a project or something that is going to come your way that is going to fill you up with so much purpose. That's what I'm feeling from that, is purpose. They just said pull one more. So much purpose, because I just feel like you really need some purpose. And that's interesting. I don't know if you're related to Chris Mooy, but it's almost like the same thing, the same reading that I had with him, and I'm seeing a connection there. And again, this is showing, and when I asked for some clarity, you got the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. So the 2 of Swords indicates some indecision and not knowing which direction to choose. And this indicates just having a challenge, and usually indicates having to work together with other people. And that can be frustrating or challenging. So yeah, hold on. One more. Yeah, that page, that's what they said. One more, and then it led to this. You had the Page of Pentacles, which is the beginning of the journey of learning. Slow and steady wins the race. The earth signs, which the pentacles are an earth sign, they're a very slow and steady wins the race. They're very earthbound. They're steadfast, trustworthy, all of those kinds of things. Very good with money. That you have the Page of Pentacles coming in at the beginning of that, saying that you're going to be beginning a new project and stuff. You have all of that middle stuff, and this is the ending where you go. This is where you go to. This is, I want to read the God book exactly about, I feel like I'm missing something with her here exactly that they want you to pay attention to. Yeah, connected to, that's it. Connected to everyone and everything around you. Fertile and fruitful. No, that doesn't mean you're going to have another bunch of more kids, I promise you, unless you want that. It is the Empress in action. It is manifestation. That is the word that I want. The universe is sending you what you need to manifest the dreams that you want, but you have to think more about your dreams than you're thinking about being stuck. And when you do, you are going to be elevated from the Page of Pentacles, that beginning of that journey, into the Queen of Pentacles that embodies that journey. Does that make sense? Good things coming to your way, honey. But you got to make that decision. Step outside of the indecision. Make a decision. Make a decision. You got what it takes to meet that challenge and move forward. Okay. Jenny Cowie Schumann. Love your name. It's just fun to say. Jenny Cowie Schumann. Okay, Jenny. Sorry. All right, here we go. Spirit, what answers, clarity, wisdom, and insight can you give to Jenny? Oh, I love that for you, Jenny. This isn't going to be a long reading because, well, maybe I might pull one more, but I'll tell you why, because this is pretty self-explanatory. I don't know what you asked for, but this shows your ship coming in. If you're whatever you're waiting for, it's coming in. This is a little bit different than the Two of Wands. If you saw that we did the Two of Wands earlier, the Two of Wands has the guy standing there with the world in his hands. He's patiently waiting where he is, knowing something better's coming. This is a little bit different because it's still good where you are, but this is more like it's arriving right now. This isn't like, well, I know one day I'm going to have a ship out there and it's coming my way. No, this is like, all right, it's coming. It's due here in like 20 minutes. I'm waiting. I'm right here. My ship's coming. He knows it's coming. And the other thing I want you to pay attention to is that he's not hurting while he's waiting for it. He's decked out. There's something about the clothes and the fact that he's comfortable while he's waiting for his ship to come in. So whatever your question was, it is coming. Just have some faith. It's on its way. Yeah, I knew there was one more and it just fell right out. And look at what card it is. The World. It is absolutely, your ship is about to come in, honey. You got the World, the completion of one cycle, the beginning of a new. It is one of the best cards in the pack. It is feeling like you are on top of the world. So I don't know what your question was, but like I said, that's an easy answer to give, especially when you follow it up with the World. Awesome. Okay, Marilyn Thiel. This again. Marilyn Thiel. Marilyn Thiel. All right, Spirit. What answers? Answers, clarity, wisdom, and insight can you give to Marilyn? Answers, clarity, wisdom, and insight. Oh, did you see that one fly? The Fool. You're on a new beginning, Marilyn. This is awesome. And I just heard them say, read it. But it's self-explanatory, but I'll read it anyway. The Fool, literally. Leap, beginning, trust, faith. Childlike trust and faith. Tools, ignoring fear, taking a leap of faith. That's exactly what I'm hearing. Leap of faith, leap of faith, leap of faith, leap of faith. Birth of something great. There is something that you need to, there's something, now I'm hearing the song, Take a Chance on Me. Oh my gosh, and they even got me singing. That's pretty strong energy. Marilyn, take a chance, trust your heart, take a leap of faith. I promise you it's going to work out for you. I want to just pull one more here. Take a leap of faith, right? And what? And then what, Lord? And then what? Then what? Take a chance on me. I still got that in my head. Oh, they flew everywhere. But again, Take a Chance on Me leads to this one. The rest of them are literally, I wish I could show you the camera. They're all face down except for this one, even though they flew everywhere. Spirit will get their card out one way or another. The Empress is the beginning, is the birth. It's exactly what I said. It's actually only one card away from this one. It is birth, beginning, abundance, creativity, nurturing, manifestation at its finest. There is some really great things about to birth into your world, honey. Some really, really great things. Leap of faith. Leap of faith. Leap of faith. Okay. It's interesting because I think we are all kind of in that leap of faith energy right now. It really is. Do you believe in the fear that's going on around you, or do you know that God's here in the world and that he's back and that he's got some great things coming up for this world, you guys? Please do not be afraid of the events that's going on around right now. All right. Now, Elaine Rechnagel. Now, Elaine, if you did not write, liked, and shared on here, then I'm sorry I put your name on here anyway. I didn't see it when I was looking today. I saw that you had commented a couple times, but it did not say liked and shared. But my gut said, pull a card for her. Pull a card for her. Pull a card for her. So I don't know. Like I haven't had that happen before. They just said, pull a card for her. So here we are. Here we are. Spirit, what answers, clarity, wisdom can you give for Lorraine or Elaine? Yeah, and they did tell me, that's why, honey. That's why. That's a beautiful message to end on, though. So, Elaine, the first card that you have is the Two of Swords, which is the sort of indecision, feeling trapped, feeling like you don't have all the information to make a decision. That's kind of what the blindfold represents. You have the Devil coming up, which indicates feeling tied to something. It can indicate addictions. It can indicate obstacles, things that you just feel trapped in. This comes up a lot around smoking, around if you're stuck in a job or a relationship or something that is making you feel just stuck or tied, and you're just so unsure about how to break free from that energy. This shows that there is a breaking free coming through. It's, well, actually, first, before you can break free of it, it has to get your attention first. So I do want to remind you that there is a bubbling feeling that comes with this. Like something has been going on underneath the surface, which is interesting because I think we talked about this at the beginning of these readings, was that if there is something in your life that is going on underneath the surface and you have not cleaned it up the way that you know you need to clean it up, then you can start seeing it will start getting worse and worse and worse. That's this energy. That's the energy of the Devil before the Tower card comes in and goes bam and rips it down. You know what's good, though, is that you can decide to take care of that yourself and make a decision. And when you do, you stop that Tower card from happening in your world and you take control of the situation. So instead of it controlling you and doing it the hard way, you get to do it your way. And trust me, I'd rather do it my way any day of the year. And then this is where it leads, honey. Again, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the master manifester, beautiful, trustworthy, stable, secure, wealthy, elegant, beautiful Queen of Pentacles. But you got to make a decision and break free from that, because this is who you are. And it's time to let your love shine. It's time to shine. You guys, that's a good message to let us leave it on today, because it is time for all of us to shine. I know everybody's afraid and worried and freaked out and confused by everything that's going on right now, but I want you to remember that it's not our job to see the whole big picture. Our job is to just be the best versions of ourselves that we can be, because if you understand that God is using each and every single one of us for the whole, each and every single one of us are one of his chess pieces. So when we are the best versions of ourselves, he can use us to his good in this world the best way possible. So I encourage each and every one of you to wrap your minds and your thoughts around where you want to go. That's how you drive the car forward. If you keep your thoughts in the challenges and you keep focusing and talking about the story of where you are, you're just going to get more of where you are. Create vibrationally where you're going, because it's going to be an amazing world, you guys. Thanks for being here. I will see you guys all back at noon for the live readings with my members of the THM Club. Mwah. Have a great morning, guys.